Monica Price, and I'm here today with the wonderful showbiz extraordinaire, Simon Gross. Simon,
Hello,
thank you so
can we have a
much.
showbiz kiss? Mwah, mwah. You've got to say it, showbiz!
Showbiz, darling.
That's right,
showbiz.
yes.
Oh, Simon, it's so lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you as well.
Yeah, Simon, we've only just recently met each other, but what a man this guy is.
And
So
it
Simon,
feels like we've known each other 1,000 years.
It does. So
it
Simon,
must be the dress.
Tell me a little bit about what you've been doing.
Oh,
Where
do
did
you
it
know
all
what?
begin for you?
Where did it all begin? Well, it all began on a farm. I was born on a farm to Jewish parents. Now that, get your head round that
No,
one.
watch this space,
Yeah.
folks. Yeah.
So brought up on a farm, blah blah blah. Moved around a lot as a child. Hopeless at school. Absolutely hopeless. Always wanted to be on the stage. Always wanted to be in show business,
So
entertainment.
it was your passion.
Yeah, it was my passion. So basically, after I left school, I was hopeless at school. So it all began. I went to a performing arts school from Oxford to Burton-on-Trent.
Wow.
I know, diverse life. Then I went and trained as an actor. I went to Guildford School of Acting, and then I've been around in show business all my life. My first job was as a Butlins Redcoat for the Grand Hotel Scarborough. Can you remember it?
Good old Butlins.
Can you
Sorry, that's
remember
so
it?
proud.
The
Give us a
gra-
little thing. What did you used to do?
Oh, good morning, sir. Good morning, madam. Welcome to breakfast. Go that way. And then behind their back, it's like, I've got a hangover. I don't think I can do this anymore. That's what we used to do. But they were the days of the hotels
Oh,
when
how
we used to
wonderful.
stand on
I
the
remember
door
those days.
and welcome. And then we used to have to sit with the guests as well.
Wow.
So if we didn't like them even or whatever, we used to have to sit there and be polite.
It's
And
amazing.
the best training, I did that for 6 months.
I'm
and
going to
that was
say that was good training, good customer service training.
Anybody
Good
going
stuff.
into show business, I think being a coat, red coat, blue coat, working the apprenticeship of doing, I say this to so many young people, go and do it because it's such a great way of learning the industry, and I'm so glad I did it. But we're talking 1987.
Yeah. So we've
Yeah.
moved on a bit now.
We have moved
Simon,
on a bit.
you know, you've become so well known now. You're
Thank
doing
you.
so many different things.
Thank you.
So when do you think that all began for you? What happened?
Well, I mean, I've worked, I call it my apprenticeship, Monica. I've worked my apprenticeship. I've done the rounds. I've worked in theatres, village halls. I was in a ringmaster in a circus even. I lasted 2 days. Yes, Nellie the elephant packed a trunk and said goodbye to the circus. So I left that. I just wanted to get away. I didn't like that. But basically, I guess the platform came in 2014. I went for a very, very big television show called The X Factor.
Right.
That was in
That's
2014.
right, 2014. I remember it well.
Yes, and it didn't go too well, lots of reasons, but basically it gave me a platform and it took me to Big Brother.
Great experience.
Yeah, it was a good experience, and the thing about this industry is that you can do all your like theatres and your cabaret venues and stuff like that, but your platform has to really come from television at the end because it gives you that platform. In the world of reality of what's happening now, that's what happens. So I did the X Factor journey, but then I got called into Big Brother, and that was in 2015. A show I said I would never do.
But you did it.
I did do it. My dad unfortunately passed away the same year I went into the house, but he said, if you ever do Big Brother, I'll disown you.
Really?
And then unfortunately he passed away. But I did it because in a way I needed to do it for myself. I grieved my father. I learned so much about myself being in the Big Brother house, and and it kind of reintroduced me as a sort of like to the celebrity world.
As an entertainer, really.
Yeah.
Sam, because you are known as Mr. Showbiz.
Showbiz!
We can't say it without doing that.
Yeah.
That's great, though.
But that's because I'm not just somebody who went into a Big Brother house. I have 30 years background in show business.
And a production company.
And a
you
production
know, you're
company.
a producer as
Yeah,
well, aren't you?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, you've done all these things.
Yeah.
So people who may not have heard of you,
Yeah.
perhaps don't realise that you haven't just sprung into our television world. You have actually got a very good background in this industry.
Thank you.
Which is a tough industry.
It is a
You know,
tough
it is a
industry,
tough industry.
and I always say, Monica, I've got a brain like you businesswoman. You've got loads of things going on. You're a great presenter. I can see that already.
Thanks so much.
And it's the gold dress. And I've got a brain. I'm not just Simon who went into the Big Brother house that sat around just having a jolly for the summer. I have got a brain, and I have a business, and I want to continue. So many people in the world, reality, we could talk about reality television
Yes.
forever. There should be a reality TV documentary about reality
That's
TV.
a good idea.
I think it's a brilliant
It's
idea.
the most popular thing on the television. at the
It's
moment.
massive.
People like to see other people just having a cup of tea, sitting there going about their everyday lives.
Yeah.
You know, which is a bit like why Celebrity Big Brother is so big.
It is
popular.
so big, and the thing about Big Brother is that it's a great thing to find yourself. And I call it, it's like cancelling. It was like cancelling. You find yourself in that house, and I found myself, and I'm in a lot better place than I went in 2015 when I went into Big Brother. I learned so much about myself, as well as giving you a platform and doing all the wonderful things, like when I came out
I was
of the
going
house.
to say, that was going to be my next question. So, you know, you were in Big Brother.
Yeah, I lasted
Did that
5 weeks.
totally, you know, change your life? Because you were in 5 weeks.
You know what happened to me, don't you?
Tell your lovely audience.
I made Big Brother history. Not only was I the first male to be evicted, but the first male to be evicted within 2 hours of the opening night. Did you not? Do you remember?
Do you remember?
So my mum and my sister came all the way down from Cumbria because that's where they lived to see me. I went in the house and they did a stunt that night where they got me out. There was an eviction and I was the one that got evicted. I pulled the thing and it said eviction and it was me that had to go. So 2 hours, family came down, been hiding away and hiding for 5 days. They checked everything down to a sock and then I was there for 2 hours and I'd gone. And I literally had gone. I had to go home. That was it. Yeah, imagine how that felt.
You know, and I was going to say, how did that make you feel?
Awful. It's like rejection. Like, the business is tough enough. I mean, in this industry, you've got to get used to rejection. I got Big Brother and I thought, this is my break. This is my chance to shine. And then I was in there and then I'd gone in 2 hours. But I kept myself with dignity because I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not going to go into one. I'm going to treat it as it is. And I had my 5 minutes of fame. But then I went back in 2 weeks later, and then I was there for 5 weeks.
You never really know, do you, what's going to happen?
You don't.
I mean, did you think that when you were
gone,
kicked out, you thought that's it?
Gone.
5 weeks, but you were in there for 5 weeks.
Oh no, when I 2 hours, then I thought I'd gone, never again. Yeah. What am I going to do now? And then I got the call, we want you back. Are you missing it? Yeah, well you can come back. So I went back in.
It's a tough world, Tom, isn't it?
It is a tough world.
Doing this, like, you know, I think with any kind of TV show, you've got to have passion, which you obviously have.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do you think that's the key? You know, that's your key driver?
I think you've got to have passion, you've got to want it, you've also got to work very, very hard. I am a worker. I'm old school, like 80s. I went to drama school. Again, back to Butlins. If you didn't do the job properly, you'd be out the door. That's gone now. People get away with so much, you know. I'm a worker, I'm very passionate, I'm very determined, and I'm a fighter. I've had to put up with a lot of stuff, and I've always got back.
But that's put you in good stead.
I think so, yeah. I think you've just got to be a fighter in this industry and you've got to want it, and when you've got it, you've got to keep it.
And then after Big Brother, I mean, I should imagine then, well it did.
It was
kind
good.
of gave that platform, didn't it? So what did you do after that?
I did, I worked for, as you know, the UK Pleasure
That's
Boys.
Right, yes.
You've had the pleasure.
I've had the pleasure.
I've had the pleasure as well. I mean, I've seen them in the changing rooms. What I saw in those men's changing rooms leaves a lot to be believed.
They're wonderful boys. Yes,
they certainly are.
Yes.
Anyway, so I did that. I did about 20 shows for the UK Pleasure Boys, hosting. The girls loved the Big Brother thing. I worked the crowd. Yes. Yeah, it's fantastic. But that's what I do. I'm a showman. Get me out there, and I sang. I entertained them. I got them up doing silly games, like what the drag queens do. I did.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not a drag queen, but I mean, I did the equivalent personality, and they loved it. So I did that. I did a lot of that. A lot of the gay pride festivals. I was the attraction. I did Manchester Gay Pride, which is incredible. Newcastle. I did so many gay pride festivals, and I did that, and turning up and like just saying showbiz a million times, and here's your money, and you go.
But then that's your kind of catch line now, isn't
showbiz.
It? Showbiz. That's
yeah.
It. So I mean,
what a great catch line. I mean, I could be called a lot worse.
Yes. So what's the future?
The future is that, you know, I've got a production company. I work with the elderly. I mean, to work, I think you always have to have something to fall back on in this industry. So I set up a production company taking theatre to people that can't get to the theatre, like the elderly. I've been doing that since I was 13 years old, from going as a kid just with my tape recorder entertaining the elderly. Now we hire professionals. So tomorrow I start rehearsals for my autumn show, which is called Rock Around the Clock.
Brilliant.
We could have a jive.
I think, yeah, we could. I like a little jive.
So I've got that going out for 8 weeks.
Fantastic.
I sell the shows, I market the shows, I cast the shows.
Busy.
In the
Busy,
office, yeah.
busy,
I
busy
mean,
boy.
you know, that's what I do. And then I stop, and then we start Christmas, and then we've got Panto going out for Christmas. I'm negotiating a Panto deal for a venue in Soho for Christmas as well. Oh, yes, I am.
Oh no, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am. So I've got that going on.
Lots
so there's
going
loads
on.
of live theatre and stuff like that. And you know, I hope I'm allowed to say, but I'm doing a wonderful thing for charity, a sleepover.
Yes.
Outside for
Oh,
the homeless in my
fantastic.
sleeping bag.
Yes.
You know, sleep deprivation and Big Brother, that was
Yeah.
hard, but this is going to be even harder. But yeah, as long as they've got a sequin sleeping bag for me, that's all that
We'll be
matters.
fine.
We'll be fine
But I
together.
mean, Simon, it's the industry's changing, you know, and what you've achieved so far
Aw.
has been amazing.
Thank you.
And I think you'll go on to, you know, do
Thank
rather
you.
better things. But what would you like? One show you would really like to be in? Is there any one show that you would like to be in?
I would like 2 shows.
Okay. I'll give you 2.
I love the old light entertainers.
Yes.
Like obviously with dear Bruce Forsyth just
Yeah,
passing
bless
away,
his
but the
soul,
Bruce Forsyths, the Dick Emerys, the Stanley Baxters, even the entertainer of Michael Barrymore. I love the singing, I love the My Kind of People. I would love to do a show like My Kind of People, going around shopping centres and doing talent shows and mucking around. Anything with the public, I love being with people. Anything like that, or something like this morning in magazine Showbiz, my own section.
Let's do it.
Let's
Well,
do it
Simon,
together.
It's been an absolute pleasure to speak
Showbiz.
to you. Showbiz. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. See you soon. Bye.
Showbiz.